Are you frustrated that your farm stand isn't selling as much as you hoped? You've got fresh produce, eggs, maybe some even baked goods or handcrafted goods, but people just aren't showing up consistently. What if I told you the secret isn't in what you're selling or maybe even fancier signage, but it's really in a simple shift from into your vision and your story? Stick around and we're going to talk about that right here. Hey there, I'm Scott. Along with my wife Lydia, we run a farm over in Ohio that sells everything from lavender products to non-toxic wellness items, including A2 milk. When we first started, we thought it was as simple as putting some produce or some other items out on our farm stand, and then we realized we were missing the most important ingredient, our vision. Let's get into it. Hey there, I just want to let you know, if you are liking this content, please consider hitting that subscribe button below. Also hit the like button. That helps these videos to go out to a much larger audience so that others can grow their farm stand and get some awesome, valuable tips. Also, take a look at the description below. You're going to see a couple of free items, one of which is our Farm Stand Success 90-day roadmap, where we will walk you step by step on some different goals that you should be achieving. The other thing I would encourage you to do is click a link in the description that says Shop Our Faves. That's going to be our favorite items that we have used here at the farm and here at our farm stand to ensure that our farm stand is doing really well. Some products that we use, some things we really like. Those are affiliate links, so we do earn a little bit when you click on those links. We appreciate your support. Let's get back into the video. So one of the biggest problems that farm stand owners have is thinking that you're going to put stuff out, you're going to sell it to the masses, people are going to flock to your farm stand, and you won't have any problem with keeping product in stock. The reality is we set up our farm stand for an entire month without selling a single thing. We thought we were crazy. We thought no one was going to engage with this idea. And what we realized is we needed to have a different vision around our farm stand. Not just a different vision, but we needed to have a vision. And we're going to get into that here right now. So the first question we need to simply ask is, why do you personally want to start a farm stand? Maybe that's for additional income. Maybe it's for more family time. Maybe it's for a healthier community or healthier options. Maybe it's to build a bigger community. Maybe it's ultimately about getting away from your 9 to 5 and working from home, or maybe be able to reduce back a little bit. Maybe it's about getting some additional income so you can go away on vacation, or replacing your seeds for next year. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself this very important question. Why do you even want to do this? And it can't just be that I think people will come. There has to be a reason why. What is your vision? So why does vision even matter? If you think about an archer who's aiming at a target, he can hit the bullseye nearly every time if he can see it, if he keeps that in focus. But if he stands on one end of the court and he is throwing arrows, he's lobbing arrows, and he's not guiding them in any one direction, he's not pointing them in a certain manner, they're never going to hit the intended target. So why does vision matter? Without vision, you're only going to hit your unintended marks. Maybe that's still sending them in a similar direction, but you're never hitting your end goal. When you actually have vision, you can hit your goal nearly every single time. You say, well, this sounds easier than what I've imagined it to be. Well, let's answer a few quick questions that might help kind of shift around what does it mean to have vision. So we typically think of mission, vision, and values as being like the three amigos. There are three things that come together. You're going to see them every single time. So your mission is something that you do right now. So what are you doing today to promote your business? What are you doing today to improve your sales? You think about the idea of 1% better every day. That's your mission. So what are you doing right now to improve your business for tomorrow, for next week, for next month, next year? Vision is, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go tomorrow? Where do you want to go the next month, the next week, the next year, in the next 10 years? Where do you want that to go? And one thing that we have to keep in mind are our values. These are our guiding principles. These are things that we're going to stick to no matter what happens at the end of the day, whether it is a difficult day, whether it is a month of setting up farm stand, your personal farm stand, and having no sales. If that's somebody telling you, no, I'm not really interested. If that's someone telling you, Yeah, your prices are just too high for me today. All right, so what are your guiding principles that you will continue to stick, and you will continue to point yourself in a direction that you want to go, your vision? So let's put this into some practical things. So mission is providing, maybe it's high quality, non-toxic products to your friends and neighbors. Maybe that's providing produce and organic chicken eggs to friends and neighbors. Your vision is, what's your long-term goal? What is your goal in the future? So maybe that's becoming a trusted community hub for healthy food and products. All right, so today you're providing high quality stuff. Tomorrow, the next week, the next month, the next year, you want to continue to be this trusted community hub for healthy stuff. And lastly, your values. Maybe that's honesty, faith, hard work, diligence, patience, family first. All right, what are your values? What does that say about your business? When you think about your mission, your vision, and your values, what you're looking for today, what you're looking at tomorrow, and what are the core principles you're keeping in focus? Before we really launch our business, we also have to answer these 6 questions. So, who will you serve? Putting a name behind that, putting a face behind that, putting a customer avatar behind that. Who is it that you're going to serve? One of the biggest challenges that we have personally seen is new farm stand owners setting up a stand, a cabinet, just wanting to go through and sell something, but they're not clear on who they're selling to. If you just put out produce and think everybody needs to eat, so therefore everybody needs to eat my tomatoes, onions, peppers, potatoes, fill in the blank, you're always going to miss the mark. We have to know who we're selling to. We have to get very strategic on that. Secondly, we have to know what we're going to sell. We need to know why our ideal client, our ideal customer wants to buy it. Where will we sell those things? Maybe it's our farm stand. When will we sell them? How will we sell them? And ultimately, the first question that we have to remind ourselves on is, why do we want to start a farm stand in the first place? So let's kind of put this into perspective. We're going to look at a product that we sell at our farm stand. This is tallow butter. It is a skincare product, and it's made from tallow, which is rendered beef fat. It does not smell like hamburger. It does not smell like steak. It smells like whatever we put into it. So we add lavender essential oil. We add frankincense essential oil. We have olive oil, shea butter. We make it a skincare product, and it's rich in vitamins A, D, E, and K. It's amazing as a skin moisturizer. It's as close to our natural skin oils as possible, and it doesn't leave a greasy feeling. So this is our what we're going to sell, but what do we sell and who do we sell it to? So we specifically know that we are selling this product to a certain client base. For our farm stand, it is specifically females between the ages of 20 to 50 who are likely married or have children who are living at home, who value family time, who value healthy, non-toxic products. They typically have a little bit of additional revenue that they can spend, and they want high-quality skincare products as well. So we provide that to them. Who? This is our first question we need to ask. Moms with children living at home wanting high quality food and non-toxic products for their family. That seems pretty specific, but it's still fairly vague. We could get even more specific on this. So the first question we need to ask is who? Who are we selling to? It's ideal if we can put a name to this. Maybe it's Sarah, maybe it's Leanne, maybe it's Bethany. We put a name to who our ideal customer is, and it helps us to keep that in mind as we're selling to other people. This is our ideal client. This is our ideal customer. Our ideal clients are going to mostly match up with this person. There will be one-offs. There might be men, and that's okay. There might be young men, older men. There might be females who are younger than that demographic. There might be females who are older than that demographic. That's okay. But you're speaking to one focused audience, one client group. So what are you selling? I gave the example of our tallow butter, a few other products that we retail in our farm stand. are beeswax lip moisturizers, lavender linen sprays, lavender syrup kits. Again, it all ties back into non-toxic products that our ideal clients are focusing on, that our ideal clients have told us this is what they would like. So we listen to our clients, we listen to our customers, we ask them what they want, and as long as it works within our purview, legally, liability-wise, then we're going to go through and offer some of those products to them. So why would they buy it? Again, keeping all of this stuff in check because they're looking for high quality and non-toxic products for their home. For us personally, we know that our clients want that. We know that our customers want that. And you say, well, how do you know that? Because we ask. We put polls out on Facebook. We ask them face to face. We send emails asking for feedback. We also offer other additional non-toxic wellness products, supplements, various things that are naturally drawn to this clientele. And based on their sales, we know what they like and what they dislike. So through social media and an email list, we educate, we communicate, we relate. Why do they want to buy this stuff from us specifically? First, it meets a need. It solves a problem that they are having. Even if it's a problem they don't realize they're having, it solves that problem. Secondly, it's about building a relationship. So we build a relationship to them, with them, for them, through social media, through an email list, through our website on blog articles, and it's about connecting with people on a human, intimate relationship, and knowing who they are, knowing what they like. So where are we going to sell these items? Typically, so for us with a farm stand, we're going to sell them at our farm stand. And that could be an indoor farm stand, it can be an outdoor farm stand, it could be simply putting items out on your front porch. A farm stand does not have to be elaborate. Yes, we have a boutique farm stand that is a converted shed. That's okay. It's not how we started. We started with a scrap lumber farm stand. So your first option on where is probably going to be at your home, at a stand, on a cabinet, in a cupboard. It's going to be somewhere close to you. That's why you're listening to this. But we also suggest having another option, whether that's selling through social media, whether that's selling online through a simple and free one-page website, having a simple setup for people finding you online leads to more passive streams of income. So when we first set up, we decided immediately we were only going to be open 3 days of the week, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Why? Because we have a life outside of our farm stand. We have a life outside of our business. We want our customers to know who we are, but we also want our own family time. We don't want our business to suck up our entire life. We need to have freedom and flexibility, just as we value our customers' freedom and flexibility. You will find that many farm stand owners will set up their farm stand to be open 24/7, 365. We don't recommend that because you have a life you need to live. It is impossible for you to be tied to your farm stand every single day. To go out, set up, open, tear down, bring it inside. That is impossible. You will burn out. I guarantee it. So you need to set certain days and certain hours. On Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, we are not open from sunup to sundown. We are open from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. on Thursdays and Fridays, and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. Why do we do that? Again, we want to value our family time just as we value our customers' family time. And part of setting those limitations, setting those boundaries, is to help us to stay reasonable and to enforce that. So how? Again, you're going to sell through your farm stand, but you're also potentially going to offer sales through Facebook, Instagram, sending you a message, having a website, email, text message. We strongly recommend that if you're going to have a Facebook account for your business, it needs to be a separate Facebook page. Do not use your personal account. You will get shot down at some point by Facebook. They will shut you down. You need to have a separate page. That could be a group, a public group. That could be a private group. That could be a page. We highly recommend that you utilize some form of business communication that is not your personal account. A website, website can be done for free. It can be a simple one page just telling about who your business is, setting that up. I also recommend setting up a Google My Business or a Google Business profile. It is completely free. This is assuming that you have set up your farm stand as a business. And so you have maybe an LLC, an EIN number, you've got some form of validation for your business. And you have maybe a website. A simple free one-page website is totally fine. Email. Again, it can be done for free. You can start out with using your farm stand name at gmail.com, at hotmail.com, at yahoo.com. As you continue to grow, as you continue to send out more emails, highly, highly, highly recommend that you shift that to a at your domain email. So for instance, ours is hello@abundantlyblessedfarm.com. It is an email address dedicated to our domain, our website. That is something we pay for now. It's not something we initially paid for. We had a different email address that we used. And then text messaging. You can receive orders through text. You can communicate with your customers through text. Again, highly encourage you to set up a business text, a business phone number. You can use a Google Voice number. There are other free options that you can utilize for that. Now, here's the biggest question. We said it in the very beginning. Why do you personally want to start a farm stand? If you don't have a reason for starting the farm stand, then you can't answer the questions of what you're going to sell, why you're going to sell it, who you're going to sell it to, where you're going to sell it, when you're going to sell it, because you have to know why. Again, it goes back to having a vision. What is my vision for my farm stand? What is my goal for my farm stand? Again, ask the question, is it for income? Is it to replace your 9-to-5? Is it to supplement your 9-to-5? Is it to provide you with money to replace your seed cost? Is it to put a little bit of extra food on your plate at the dinner table? Is it to build a healthier community? Is it to just build a community in general? All of those things can still be wrapped up into one, and that's okay. But if you don't understand why you're starting your farm stand, and you think it's just because you need an outlet, which is still okay to do, you still have to have a vision for what you're wanting it to accomplish. Because an archer who points to a target needs to know what their target is. They need to define what a bullseye is to know what the target is. When we fail to keep the target in focus, when challenges arise, we have to remember our mission, vision, and values. We can't possibly continue to try to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. You say, but Scott, what if I don't know what to do? That's okay. We're going to work through a couple of examples. Once you've explained your why, once you've demonstrated your reason for starting this farm stand, and you've worked through those 6 or 7 questions, then we're going to put this into a brand story statement. And this is going to be a one-page or a one-paragraph, if you will, statement on what your farm is, what your farm stand is, what your business is, what your goal is with this. So let's put that together. Let's see what a couple of examples look like, and then we'll start putting this together for us. So this is for us personally. Our farm stand exists to nourish our community with fresh, local, and wholesome food, while also providing non-toxic products that promote well-being and sustainability. We're dedicated to teaching our children the value of hard work and responsibility, and sharing our passion for the land. We are guided by faith, honesty, and integrity. Our vision is to create a welcoming space where families feel connected, supported, and cared for, both body and soul. That really helps you to kind of put a picture together about what our business, what our vision for our brand truly is. We value high quality, we value non-toxic, we value time with our family and building and instilling those same qualities in our children. We're guided by faith, honesty, and integrity, and we want to focus everything back to those guiding values. So let's take a look at another example. This is going to be one on sourdough, because sourdough is a very common thing that people love baking with, right? So maybe this is your brand story statement or something similar to that. So We're passionate about crafting delicious artisanal sourdough treats that bring people together. Using traditional techniques and high quality, wholesome ingredients, we create breads and pastries that not only taste amazing, but also nourish both body and soul. Our goal is to build a community that values slow food, good company, and the simple joys of life. Whether you're grabbing a loaf on the go or lingering over a cup of coffee, we want our bakery to feel like home. I don't know about you, but I all of a sudden have a hankering for like some sourdough cinnamon rolls, some sourdough fresh bread, just some delicious stuff here. I can see this, I can taste this, I can experience this just from this statement alone. So let's try one more. This is going to be for a farm stand that's selling eggs, selling some local high quality stuff there. So our farm is dedicated to raising happy, healthy chickens and producing farm fresh eggs that are rich in flavor and nutrients. We're committed to sustainable farming practices, non-toxic living, and providing our community with high quality food by sharing our passion for farming and our love of nature. We aim to build connections with our customers and promote a healthier lifestyle. Our eggs are more than just a staple. They're a way to bring people together and celebrate the simple things in life. Don't know about you, but that sounds like a really happy, healthy farm that I want to be able to buy and I want to be able to support from. So, let's look at this. I want you to consider those 6 questions we worked through. The why, the who, the what, the when, the why, the where, and the how. All right, those 7 questions, I guess. I want you to answer those. I want you to consider printing your answers, reflecting on that. Go back, rework through it. If you have not started your farm stand yet and you're just beginning this journey, you need to understand your why. Why do you want to actually start this? Why is it important for you to do this? And it's okay if it's just for a creative outlet. It's okay if it's for income or for time with your family or to replace your 9 to 5. But why do you personally want to do that? You've got to answer those questions. And if you don't know all of this yet, I have 2 free simple prompts for you that we're going to work through really quick. So, if you've never used ChatGPT, we're going to be running a video on that here soon where we walk you through how to actually utilize it. It's an amazing tool, valuable asset, and I think you will definitely appreciate what ChatGPT can do for you. So, first thing, the niche generator or the niche generator. I don't know how you say it. It doesn't really matter how you say it. But this is going to help you to shape and define who you want to sell to, what you want to sell, and so on. If you do not have your farm stand set up yet, you've not set up your business yet, strongly recommend that you work through this. If you do have a farm stand set up and you're realizing, I still don't have a vision, this whole vision thing that you're talking about, I have no idea what that is. It just does not make sense to me. That's okay. And we can work through that together. So what I would like for you to do is you're going to copy everything on this page. So everything that says act as a business coach all the way down to the very last question, I want you to copy the entire thing. And then I want you to head over to chatgpt.com. I'm going to show you what that looks like on the next video. But you're going to take this, copy this, drop that into chatgpt.com. It's going to begin asking you each of these questions. And it's going to help you to develop your vision for the future. The next thing that you're going to be working through is going to be the brand story statement. This is the very last 1 paragraph that we put through. I don't recommend doing this initially. I recommend maybe doing this a few weeks later, a few months later. If you want to do it immediately after and just see what it looks like, that's totally fine. Again, you're going to copy everything in this in this section, and you're going to drop that into ChatGPT. It's going to ask you questions. You're going to answer them as it's working through the prompt. At the end, it's going to help you to put together this brand story statement for your farm, for your farm stand, for your business. And it's going to help you to understand what is it that I'm actually doing. Because once you have a vision, once you know where you're going, you can begin working backwards and putting together kind of the step-by-step guide, the step-by-step goals, and understanding what does this actually look like. We didn't know our brand story statement at first, and we have just continued to allow this to evolve over time. And that's okay. And it's okay if it shifts. It's okay if it changes. It's okay if you start out with offering produce and in a few months you're like, not really feeling produce. we're going to shift to sourdough. That's okay. You are allowed to make your business what you want it to be, but I encourage you to know your vision and to move forward with that. But I would also love for you to go to our website. The link's going to be in the description below for our Farm Stand Success 90-day roadmap. Again, link for this free tool is in the description below. I encourage you to check that out. Hey there, if you found this video to be helpful, hit that subscribe button and smash that like button below so we can get this content out to more amazing people just like you. We're going to find a link to our Farm Stand Success 90-day checklist where it'll guide you through the next 90 days for launching your farm stand. If you already have a farm stand or you're considering starting a farm stand and you're looking for valuable tips and tools that you can use for your setup, please check out the Shop Our Faves link below, where we give you awesome products that we love using right here on our farm, and we think you will too. Until next time, thank you.